Hey friends, it's Charles here with another edition of A Second Look, where I go back and reread and possibly review a book that I have previously done. Now, I haven't done a review for this, but I have read it before, and I had a very, very interesting interaction that gave more context to it, so I wanted to go back and read it. So let's start with a short story. So the other day, I got a notification from YouTube about a very interesting comment. It seemed that the writer of a comic book I reviewed had commented on the actual video and thanked me, and I was so dumbstruck and stoked about it. And through further back and forth, he got me hip to his live streams that he does, and asked if he could share my YouTube channel on his live stream, and if I would check it out and interact with him, which of course, yeah. And it was cool, during the live stream, he went through a couple of my videos, and I got to ask some questions of the actual writer about the current series that he's doing, NYOBI, Outbreak. He's on 2 of 5 right now, so I got to find out, about a lot of the intention that went into it. His name is Larry Higgins. Check him out. I will post his YouTube in the description here, so go show them some love. But Larry Higgins, the writer of NYOBI, and we talked about not only NYOBI Outbreak, but NYOBI Birthrights, and a lot of what inspired him to write. And I got a little bit more insight into the lore of NYOBI, so I went back through. And I'm going, I decided to reread NYOBI Origins, which came out in 2022. And I'm going to also reread NYOBI Birthright, which came out, I believe, in 23. So yeah, NYOBI Origins, the first thing that draws me to all these books is the incredible art. It just pops out the page. Very futuristic looking, very cool character. But art alone is not going to get me. If I open up the book and it's garbage, I'm not buying another one. But you open up the book and the quality and depth of writing and the passion that he writes with is evident. Deep lore that he puts in there. You start with NYOBI, the main protagonist. She is a pop idol. If you know anything about that world, it is kind of insane, similar to the K-pop and how they just churn out these groups almost like an assembly line. And the fandom, just a little side tangent here. I was watching a documentary on Stardom Wrestling, a female Joshi wrestling league out of Japan, and the idol culture there is insane. You have grown men that form these one-sided relationship with these wrestlers, and it's like not only do the wrestlers have to perform in the ring, but what they post on social media. Everything is carefully crafted to be kawaii, to be cute and be more, and the amount of attention and strange gifts given to these, they just kind of take it with a smile and a giggle, and it's seen as part of their job to live up to this image. Which, I mean, I don't know if you can make a living in it and you're comfortable with that, good for you. But we've seen a lot of times that unhealthy fandom can lead to some seriously heavy consequences. So anyway, back to NYOBI. That's the part of idol culture that she was in a pop group, and you start with her being played by this reoccurring dream, and when she wakes up, you see her fall out of a portal, in the hallway, waking up her fellow bandmates, with another mysterious nightmare. But they don't know about the portal. They don't know that she is a genome and a human with enhanced abilities. I'm not even sure if she knows in particular what's going on. It's definitely something that she's secretive about. So back to the story, you see that she is in a performance. Um, I'm not going to flip through too many pages and give away too much because I want you to be able to discover this book on your own. But she's in a performance, and a fan grabs a hold of her and kind of pulls her off the stage, and he's talking about how much he loves her, and she freaks out a little bit, and her abilities take over, and it creates a scene, and her eyes glow white as she erupts with this genome ability in public, which you would imagine, in this universe, genomes are known, but they're not quite accepted. There's a little bit of fear, trepidation, and a lot of concern around them. And NYOBI Outbreak, I kind of compared it to the X-Men. And this book actually has illusions of that as well. Superpower people kind of blending in. They're known about, but people have strong feelings on either side about said individual. And just as this is breaking out, she is attacked by another genome, a mysterious genome, and they kind of have, a battle. And this is where it gets interesting because not only do you have kind of this X-Men parallel, but you also have shades of the Terminator, as we'll find out as we get through this book, is that this person, this other genome, is somebody sent back from the future to stop NYOBI before she becomes who she is meant to in the future. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what goes on there. But she is saved and recruited by a group called the ARM, and they are the Aberration Response Division. They kind of keep a rein on and do PR for genomes. And they are the good guys. I believe they're the good side of this debate. And so you see here the art is vibrant, beautiful. And you see here also a newscast about the event. And of course, she's, can't go back to life as normal. So she becomes kind of a recruit and an ambassador for ARM. Very enjoyable book. First off, it's great to look at. Vibrant, big action, and the writing is solid, in depth, and you get a lot of story for what you pay. Larry, he puts a lot of time, effort, and love into releasing these books. And so you may not get the monthly releases, but that is because the quality takes time, the effort takes time, and so I'm looking forward to NYOBI Outbreak number 3. That is the current series. Catch up to it. You can get it from your local comic book store. You can go to Previews World, set up an account with Previews World, add it, have it sent to your local comic book store. You can pick up there. And like I always say, if you don't have a local comic book store, go check out my friend Jeff at coffeeandcomic.com. They have great prices, and pay attention to this channel because occasionally I'll be dropping great deals and discount codes that you can use to save even more money on your comic book needs. Anyway, I will see you guys next time. Go visit Naomi Comics YouTube. Go show Larry some love, and I will see you guys next time. Until then, keep reading them books. I am out.